Because if you don't know this guy, you probably go, I've seen him before. Because he's been in the movies, he's been in commercials. But if somebody had told him that it was his sporting life where he would be recognized and do all of the great things to celebrate that sporting life tonight, somebody might have said, really? He was a football player? And he was. He was a terrific football player. Robert Reid, the kid. The guy who didn't even make his high school team then came back to help them win the only North York championship Newton Brook has ever seen. The young athlete who arrived at Simon Fraser University with no scholarship, no guarantee, and addressed both of those in a single week. A two-sport standout, a first-round CFL pick. He was fast, is faster than Wi-Fi. True that. But he also came to Aurora to raise a family, build a business, coach the next generation, and pour the passion back into this community. He played many roles in his life: running back, mentor, entrepreneur, even the guy from that commercial. But none bigger than the one that he will take on tonight. The spotlight shines on him once again. This is Robert Reid, athlete, leader, fan favorite, and now a member of the Aurora Sports Hall of Fame.
Born in 1960 in West Bromwich, England, Robert Reid's journey is one defined by perseverance, discipline, and heart. At just 6 years old, Robert's family moved to Canada, settling in Toronto. A new country, a new beginning. It was there at Newton Brook Secondary School in North York that his athletic story began. In his first year, Robert tried out for the football team, but didn't make the cut. Rather than give up, he went back to work. The next year, he not only made the team, he became a standout. Robert's athletic ability extended far beyond football. He excelled in basketball, track and field, and even gymnastics, a rare combination of speed, strength, and balance. In his final year, that drive paid off when Newton Brook captured the North York Football Championship, the first and only in the school's history. After high school, Robert's football dreams almost ended before they began. But a timely conversation with his coach, Rod Woodward, changed his life, encouraging him to take a chance at Simon Fraser University in British Columbia. Robert arrived on campus without a scholarship and without a guarantee of even making the team. But within a week of training camp, his talent was undeniable. He earned a scholarship and a place among the university's best.
In football, you need to work on your strength. And so we'd be in the gym often working out. Here comes this little skinny 180-pound guy coming down, and we're working out, and it's like, okay, we're going to do deadlifts. And, we're up at 600 pounds. And Robert's like, yeah, I'm going to jump in and do that. We're like, okay, dude, I don't know, right? I won the strength competition. Robert Reid was the second strongest person on the team at 180 pounds. And there was a big linebacker coming up to tackle. He would run him over. He would actually run him over, and it was like the power that Robert Reid had was very impressive.
At Simon Fraser, Robert was a two-sport athlete, competing in football and track, where he ran the 100-meter, 200-meter, and relays. By his final year, his 4x400 relay team won the district championship, and he placed second in both the 100 and 200 events. On the football field, Robert's speed and power made him a force. During his senior season, he rushed for 474 yards, scored 8 touchdowns, and added 2 more through the air. He earned multiple distinctions, including Honorable Mention All-Northwest, Evergreen All-Conference, and First Team NAIA All-District 1. In 1984, Robert achieved what few athletes ever do. He was drafted 9th overall in the CFL draft by the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Team executives called him the quickest Canadian back they had ever seen.
Well, I think Robert was a very determined person. He demonstrated, as an athlete, you kind of have to demonstrate mental toughness. He was I'll reflect back to 185, 180 pounds, running back, tailback, being tackled by linebackers who were 230, 240, hitting them pretty hard, but was able to dish it out as much as he was getting hit. Get hit, get back up, get in the huddle. You make a mistake, you learn from your mistakes, and move on.
After a trade to the Ottawa Roughriders, Robert continued to impress, earning recognition from his peers as one of the fastest running backs in the league. Over his 6-year professional career, he scored 655 rushing yards, 367 receiving yards, and 6 touchdowns. And in 1986, he was named Offensive Player of the Game.
Retro in trouble, throws the screen to Robert Reid. And he's got good speed. He made an outstanding move. About 2 or 3 of them to get to the 20-yard line. Phil Jones finally brings him down, but what a wonderful run by Robert Reid of 59 yards.
But numbers only tell part of the story. Robert's real legacy was his consistency, his professionalism, his humility, and the quiet leadership that earned him respect throughout the league. When he retired in 1989, Robert transitioned from athlete to entrepreneur, taking over his family's business, Reid Lift Truck Company, and building a successful career in Aurora, Ontario, where he and his wife Charlotte raised their children, Courtney and Jared. Even after 2 knee surgeries, Robert never slowed down. He maintained his fitness, became a personal trainer, and shared his passion for health with others. He coached youth soccer, football, and basketball, inspiring a new generation, including his son Jared, who went on to play basketball at Dalhousie University. In retirement, Robert even explored acting, appearing in commercials, Canadian television, and film. Yet, despite his achievements, he's remained humble, rarely speaking of his football career unless asked. For Robert Reid, the measure of success has never been about fame, but about effort, integrity, and inspiring others to keep striving.
I didn't think Robert Reid had that kind of speed, but obviously he does. Watch the move here on Greg Harding. Cuts back, and well, that's just a great individual effort.
From a young boy who refused to quit to a professional athlete and community mentor, Robert Reid's story is one of perseverance, excellence, and quiet strength.
Mr. Robert Reid, congratulations on your induction to the Aurora Sports Hall of Fame. Proud of you, proud to be your friend, well deserved.
Obviously, you've done a lot of good things for your own community in Aurora because they're recognizing you as a great player. Good job, man. And yeah, we got a ping pong game to go after, you and me.
Tonight, we proudly welcome Robert Reid into the Aurora Sports Hall of Fame.
Come on, sir. I'd like to call on Greg Grant to come on stage to help present the plaque. Hand Robert his jacket as well. I'd also like to invite our page, who is a football player, a future Robert Reid, Cash Peterson, who is safety for the Huron Heights Junior Warriors football team, high school player, and a future star. So Cash, you can make your way up. There he is. Oh, he's perfect name too. I like that. Let's get some pictures done now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Robert Reid to the Aurora Sports Hall of Fame.
Thanks, Courtney. I'm honored and humbled to be inducted into the Aurora Sports Hall of Fame with Arlinda, Heather, and Chris. My family have been in the Aurora for the last 31 years. It was here where my children attended school. It was here that I was involved in community as a rep coach for soccer, basketball, and football. Thank you to the friends and family who are here to support me tonight. I'd like to say thank you to those that nominated and those that wrote letters of recommendation. I would undoubtedly not be here without all of Jim McCurdy's hard work. With special thanks to Jim McSween, Greg Miller, Richard White, the Honorable Michael Tulloch, Chief Justice of Ontario, and my wife. I'd also like to thank the Aurora Sports Hall of Fame Committee, volunteers, staff, and my sponsor. The amount of tireless work that goes on behind the closed doors does not go unnoticed. Thank you. How did I get here? As an athlete, I wasn't the strongest, I wasn't the fastest, and I wasn't the biggest. But I had a dream and a passion to play professional football. It was a journey that I did not travel alone. I had help along the way. Looking into the crowd, I see there were friends there with me on my journey. I see my high school teammate and co-captain, Gordon Forsythe. Together, our team, the Newton Brook Northmen, went undefeated, going 8 wins, no losses, and winning the 1979 North York Championship, along with the award for most sportsmanlike team. I also see Arrington Charlton. I also see Arrington Charlton, another high school friend and the best man at my wedding. Together we trained at Vic Tanny's gym. Vic Tanny's gym so I could bulk up for university football. I managed to gain 10 pounds on my 150-pound frame. Boy, was I in for a surprise when I went to university. My father was not here, but he's doing well after the hurricane in Jamaica. Went with me as we traveled out to the Vancouver. I don't know how I convinced him to fly across the country to Simon Fraser University, where I had no place to stay and no guarantees of making the team. I was what they called a walk-on. All I had was a dream, and he believed in me. Within a week of arriving and practicing with the team, I had secured a scholarship and a place to stay in residence. And by our third game, I secured a spot as a starting running back. It was there that I would meet my friend Richard White, who was captured on the video for tonight's events. He was one of the strongest athletes that I had ever known, and 4 years later, I'd become teammates with him again when I was drafted by the Saskatchewan Roughriders as their first pick in the first round. In Saskatchewan, Richard helped me to acclimate to the life of a professional football player. Playing in the CFL for 6 years was a dream come true for me. It allowed me to compete with the best players in the league. I played against the wizardry of Matt Dunnigan and the explosiveness and speed of Henry Gizmo Williams. I played with Damon Allen, his patience and his artistry in Ottawa, and against the magic of Michael Pinball Clemens. These are memories that I will never forget about my time in the CFL. I spent the last 4 years playing for Ottawa Roughriders. Spending time in Ottawa would not have been possible without the support of my wife, Charlotte. We started our family there and have now been married for over 38 years. I say all that to make this point that no one makes this journey alone. I stand here today because of the hands that lifted me, the voices that encouraged me, and the hearts that believed in me. It's truly an honor to be inducted into the Aurora Sports Hall of Fame. Thank you.
Good to see you, my friend. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you, guys.